Well, hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Conscious Cruiser podcast. I am Alisa from Alisa's Adventures in Cruising, and with me today is Scott from Controversial Cruising. Hey, Scott.
Hey guys.
And we have Chet from Sea Lake Journeys. How are you, Chet?
Woohoo!
All right, before we get going, let's just play this clip.
Welcome into the Conscious Cruiser podcast, the know before you go approach to cruising and travel. The smartest cruiser is the Conscious Cruiser. And your conscious casters, Alisa, Chet, and Scott.
Yeah.
Hey, we're back again. How was your week?
It was good. It was good. Definitely a busy week. I am happy to be back here in the podcast setting, ready to talk about some parties.
Parties. What about you, Chet?
Mine was like deja vu. It was almost the exact same as last week.
I tell you, time flies. Time flies. But we do have a fun topic today. We have a fun topic, as Scott kind of hinted at. You know, it's time to think about some deck parties when you're on the cruise ship. So, what do we think? What's the best way to find out about a themed deck party on a cruise ship before you head out?
Ooh, that is a good question. So there's multiple places you can find out about the deck party. You can definitely use the old Googs, right? You can use Google, but the Facebook groups that are attached to your sailings, they are very good about posting. There's somebody in there, and there's multiple people in that group that are interested in these deck parties. So there are definitely going to be information about what deck parties there are on your ship, how you can pack for them, and people will definitely be excited. So the Facebook group is the first place I turn. If I can't find information there, then I go onto Google, because there is some kind of PDF somewhere floating around the internet that will tell you, depending on what you're sailing, the parties that are going on.
True. Well, what about you, Chet? What do you do?
Well, same thing I turn to for a lot of information. YouTube. Yeah, go to YouTube and you'll find out that there's some channels out there that maybe have a group cruise, and they're going to tell you everything that's going to go on that week on that cruise ship, whether they're doing it or a Facebook group's doing it or the ship may be doing it. They're going to kind of know what's going on. So I look to the YouTube channels and the people who are cruising and in the chats of these live YouTube channels talking about, hey, I just did this last week on this ship, and somebody else is going on that ship next week. And they're like, oh, I should know to be ready for that party.
Yes. I have to admit, I'm not a big Facebook person, but I know that there are lots of groups, and they share lots of information, especially like you said, right before you go. That's good intel, right? Before you head out on the ship. So, and of course, all of the YouTube channels, everybody is out cruising and happy to talk about it. So they have some great vlogs out about whatever is happening next on that cruise ship.
That's true. They might even bring you along to the party too. I've seen some vlogs where they bring you to the parties.
Yeah, I think I've done that a couple of times. What about you?
I think so.
I've got a few videos up myself of some of the parties we've been to. Some of them are themed parties and some are other parties. But yeah, we've got a few videos of that. People want to check them out, and they'll know when some of those parties were and what to plan for if they go on them.
Yep. I know we've talked about how we've all been to Alaska here, relatively recently. I know I'm the latest, I'm the newest in that bunch, in that club. But what did you think? Was there any difference between an Alaska themed cruise deck party and the Caribbean? They're still there.
Yeah. Oh, they're still there. I would say just on the Alaska sailing, I think they're a little bit more quieter. Even though you could still party in a quiet kind of vibe, but the deck parties are definitely a little bit more quiet on the Alaska scene than they are on the Caribbean scene for sure.
Yeah, I was shocked that the 2 times we've been to Alaska, especially the first time we went, because I've always been in the Caribbean, and then to get on an Alaska deck party, I'm like, do these people know that there's a party going on here? It was a lot more mild and quiet. Still a lot of fun, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it was not as rowdy as the Caribbean.
Yes.
I think of course, it depends on the sailing. It depends on when you go and who happens to be in that mix. The people who've not sailed to Alaska yet and they're used to coming to the Caribbean, they kind of bring a party vibe to Alaska, whether they mean to or not. You know what I mean? It's just that they're more used to it.
I agree.
Well, I guess we should get into the know before you go to one of these deck parties. And what do you do? Do you prepare? I'm curious. I'm curious to see what you guys do. If you go all out, if you follow the theme to the T, what do you do, Scott?
Okay, so if I know it's a good deck party that I'm definitely going to go to, I will go on Amazon and I will definitely buy some shirts. I really enjoy the decades party. So I enjoy the 90s. I enjoy the 80s. I enjoy the 70s. So I really like those kind of parties. I like them when they're in the atrium. I like them when they're big and open and you can see the cruise director and you can see the fun squad and things like that and kind of feel like everybody's around kind of watching this whole party go on, whether it's on the deck or up on the Lido deck, or sometimes when there's inclement weather, they bring it down on into the atrium is what I'm referring to. But for me, if I'm going to go to a 5-day or longer Carnival cruise, I'm making sure I have a really good 80 shirt with me. That is 110%. It's always going to go in my bag. It may be a new one. It may be a repeat one. I'm not going to say I buy a new one every time, but I definitely have some kind of good 80s gear going on for that 80s party.
What about you? What about you, Chet?
Well, it's easy for me to dress from the 80s because I'm still got clothes in my closet from the 80s that I still wear every day. So it's not even a costume for me. They think, hey, you dress for the 80s. I'm like, this is how I dress every day. But I got to tell you, though, our last cruise we were on, we did specifically take clothes for a party. It was a Mardi Gras party. Okay. And we went on a group cruise. And Tom and Terry from TNT's Adventures to Sea came on that cruise, and they brought a huge Facebook following of almost 1,000 people on that ship.
Oh,
and
wow.
Most of them came dressed for a Mardi Gras party on that ship. And it was hundreds and hundreds of us dressed for the Mardi Gras party. We all had the mask and the hats and the vest and the little sticks you carry, whatever you call them things. Everybody was dressed up. It looked great. So much fun. The costume really does add an extra dimension to that party. You know, to go to the Mardi Gras party, you could go without dressing up and still be part of it. But man, when you dress up and become part of it, wow, it just like turns a switch on in you. So guys, if you know you're going to go on that cruise, and let's say it's going to be a Mardi Gras party or an 80s party, you know, bring something to fit in because it is going to make you feel more involved in that party.
Absolutely. And one of the parties that go on that you don't even have to be you do have to be a part of, but everybody can be a part of, is going around Halloween time. Because there is always a costume contest and party both. But you can definitely dress up. And when you dress up around Halloween and you're on a cruise that's going through Halloween, again, you feel more part than you were if you were to just kind of watch it from the outside. And nothing wrong with that. But again, if you are in costume, you just feel like, one of my favorite times to cruise is Halloween. So I definitely get that.
I haven't cruised at Halloween, but I did do 2 cruises this summer, both of which had 80s party. And I know you guys can't see me at home, but I just put on my lace 80s inspired headband because, you know, like you said, you want to get into the moment. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Well, as we recover from that, I'm going to bring us a word from our sponsor today.
All right.
And this week's episode of The Conscious Cruiser is sponsored by Alisa's Adventures in Cruising, the Monday Mood Check. Check out the Monday Mood Check every Monday at 4 p.m. PST and 7 p.m. EST. Check her out for all of your Mood Check Mondays. Start off your week right. Alisa's Adventures in Cruising and the Monday Mood Check.
Yeah, Monday Mood Check. I'm not going to miss it. I'm always there. Scott's always there. And believe it or not, Alisa's always there too.
I know. I love those. Thanks so much.
It's such a great way to start your week off.
It's fun. It's fun. It gives me plenty to look forward to between the podcast at 8:30 a.m. on Monday and closing out the day at 7 p.m. with the Monday Mood Check. It's a lot of fun.
It is a great day. Monday's a great day.
It's a great day.
Hey, can I add one more
Of course.
theme party on there? The glow party.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of ships now are doing the glow parties. And if you want to add more fun to the glow party, here's what we do at Sea Lake Journeys. We bring extra glow sticks with us. We took about 500 glow sticks with us, and we brought, extra glasses, glowing glasses and glowing hats and crowns and stuff that we could hand out to people to make them feel more involved, because a lot of them got there and they didn't know about the glow party or didn't bring anything. And they're like, ooh, can I have one? And you're giving it to them and you can see them light up like 10-year-olds at Christmas. And then the whole place is lighting up with all this stuff. It is so exciting, so fun to be a part of. So if you're going to be on a ship that has a glow party and you think about it, take a few extra glow sticks or glow things with you to hand out to other people. It just spreads more joy and more fun.
It really does. That's awesome. 500 glow sticks. Oh man, that must have been like a section in your suitcase just for the glow sticks.
You needed some sunglasses too.
And then some friends of ours brought even more, so we probably had close to 1,000 between us.
Oh wow!
We hand them all out within an hour and a half.
The thing about the deck parties, whatever the theme is, just get involved. It's so much fun. I mean, you don't have to be like me, who was out there dancing at the 70s party, but you know what I mean. If you know those songs, bop along, answer the questions, help the cruise director out. It's so fun, and you end up meeting so many people, or just chit-chatting with people about, oh, I remember that song, or great song, or stuff like that. So just get involved.
That's right. Yeah, and these people aren't going to ever see you again. So you don't have to worry about being, you can break out of your shell a little bit. No one's going to say, oh, you remember that person who was dancing a fool at the Carnival Miracle, blah, blah. No one's going to remember. Get up there and shake it and get into your party groove.
I mean, you could end up on YouTube, but hey. Hey. What's wrong with that? Good tips. Good tips. So have either of you ever booked a cruise just because of the theme parties? What you thought was going to be involved, or what you knew was going to be on board?
Absolutely. We booked a New Year's Eve party on Princess one year because we wanted to celebrate New Year's on a cruise ship. They did not disappoint. It was fantastic. Fantastic. I guess you could say New Year's is a theme, right?
Yeah.
One, because we went specifically for that New Year's Eve party. And I'll tell you what, I screamed until I didn't have any voice anymore. Voice was gone the next day, exhausted the next day. It was fantastic. Fantastic. I want to do it again, y'all. Come on and do it with me.
Yeah, that sounds fun. That sounds really fun. What about you, Scott?
I've always wanted to do a New Year's Eve cruise, Chet. So I mean, definitely hearing that makes me want to do it even more. I am going to go for the Halloween again. Now, I have booked Halloween. I think I've taken 6 specific Halloween cruises, and I absolutely love them. I know what is coming. I know what to bring. I know I bring a day costume and a night costume. So I am fully prepared for Halloween. This year, I am also going on the Carnival Paradise as part of Eddie Lugo's group cruise, the Booze 2.0, and I will be in costume. I'm not going to tell anybody what my costume is.
Oh, I was just going to ask, what's the costume?
But I will be in costume, and that is my favorite theme party all year.
all year. Well, hey, I know you're going to be ready for it, and we'll have a good time. Have
Thank
you
you.
done any of the like themed cruises? I've never done one of those where it's like, you're following like I've seen the Marvel ones, I've seen the rock and roll. Have you done any of those? I'm sure those parties would be extra interesting and
I
costume
haven't.
worthy.
I haven't. I have a friend who does Royal, and she cruises a lot. She's a big Steelers fan, so every year she
Mm.
goes on, I think at least two of the Steelers cruises. Where they'll bring older Steelers on, and or some of
Oh,
the newer Steelers too, and they'll have a few of the guys on the team or a few of the guys that are retired come on, and they'll be signing autographs and things like that. But she loves the Steelers, so Mona, when you hear this, this is you. But she has posted her pictures on her socials and things like that, and just seeing them, I'm like, oh my god, like it is all just Pittsburgh Steelers, and everybody there, it just is a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So I could just imagine being
yeah,
in an environment that is just something that you really love, and everybody being just as passionate as you are. So I haven't yet, but I hope to soon.
nice, nice.
I've never done it either. The only one I was looking at in the past was the Kiss cruise on NCL. I
Oh,
thought
wow.
that would be a hoot,
Would
And
be.
then I thought to myself, yeah, probably wouldn't have any hearing coming back from that cruise. So it never worked out in our
Slow down a
schedule.
little bit. I mean, are they going to put on all the makeup? Are they going to go all out? Is it going to be full, kiss? That would make a difference, right?
They gotta. They gotta.
Sounds like it would be fun. That would be
Yeah.
fun. I guess it's time for the question of the cast.
Ooh.
Are you ready, cast?
Um,
Okay, which deck party are you not ever gonna miss if you go on a cruise, and why?
Well, I
Okay.
got to tell you, on our next cruise, I tell you one I'm not going to miss. I'm not going to miss the sailaway party. And you know why? Because it's going to be our
Why?
first time out of LA.
Oh, yeah,
Like we
yeah.
just watched you do, Alisa. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not going to miss that sailaway party. I'm going to be out there filming that rascal, having a good old time while I'm doing it. I'm looking so forward to that. I don't care if I got to stand there all day. I'm not missing sailaway on this coming cruise going out of LA for the first time.
Yes, I did just cruise out. Well, I cruised out of Long Beach, which was very exciting, and never had done that before. So it's definitely a different vibe from the East Coast. Very fun, still very, very fun. But I did notice the difference. We all got out there and had a really great time. So yeah, don't miss the sail away. Don't miss the sail away.
Definitely not when it's going out to LA like that too. That's gonna
Yeah.
be beautiful sail away too. Oh my god. Beautiful.
Do you usually
Okay.
go to the sail away party?
I do. So for this one, my next cruise, I'm going out. I am going to Hawaii, and I took the same ship that I took to Alaska to Hawaii. So I have seen the Golden Gate Bridge. We went under the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm going out of San Francisco again. So not saying that I won't be part of the sail away party, but if that is one where I had to miss it, I'd be okay. I think on this 15-day cruise, I have done some research too. I am going to go to, I don't even know exactly what they call it, but it is a Hawaiian themed inspired. It's not a deck party because it's not inside. It's inside the atrium, and they have some Hawaiian music. They'll also have some Hawaiian cocktails at the bar. I saw it on Bill's Warmstrong Adventures. I saw it a little bit on one of his vlogs, and I asked him about it too. And so I'm not going to miss that Hawaiian inspired party, atrium party. I think that's what it's called, Hawaiian inspired atrium party. So
Nice.
aloha, everyone.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had us at Hawaii. Aloha. We want to see that for sure. We want to see that one for sure. I guess the one, I mean, I know I'm wearing my 80s outfit right now, but I normally I go to those, but I really love 70s music and those parties. I've done them on on Carnival as well as Royal Caribbean, it's really the music. I love the
It is.
music, and I love seeing everybody remember when. That it
Yes.
always sparks a memory for somebody. Everybody has a different one, and they really, you see people start grooving. It's fun.
Yep. Dancing, grooving, and you
Yeah.
just see even the people that aren't, you just see them rocking over there. It's like, okay, even getting some music. Okay, all right, get it, Joni, get it.
That's
Oh,
right.
you know it. Well, I do have another party on our cruise coming up that I'm not going to miss either. In the past, we've done the New Year's Eve, like I told you. We've also done Christmas, but we've never done Halloween, Scott, like you're talking about. So we're doing a Halloween this year. We're going to be on the Discovery Princess, and we've already got our costumes. I'm going to be something. Yar, I ain't going to tell you what it is,
Nope.
but you'll get to see it on video. I'm so excited about it. We ran down to the Spirit Halloween store as soon as they opened it. They didn't have the boxes open yet. We're like, we need costumes for our cruise. And they go, when is it? And we go, 2 months from now. That's how excited we were about this. I'm not going to miss this Halloween party.
Awesome.
I hope you guys win too. I hope you guys win the costume contest. That will be great for the channel.
I've got an advantage. It's going to, I think, give me a heads up on winning.
Okay. All right. Well, we're rooting for you. We want to know how it goes.
I can't wait to see.
We want to know how it goes.
That's right.
I'm trying to think what other party. I mean, they're all so good. They're all so good. And if you have a great cruise director, every event ends up turning into a party of some sort. I mean, you could be at trivia and they make it fun. So who knows what you end up jamming
for all my diamond and platinumies out there. I miss the diamond and platinum party that they used to give us on Carnival. Now they changed it to hors d'oeuvres and 7 o'clock pigs in a blanket. 7 o'clock a.m. No, 10 a.m. It's really 10 a.m. Yeah, and you get 1 glass of sparkling champagne.
Wait, when did that change? I'm not platinum or diamond on any cruise line, but I made it to the party. So when did that change? Because I rather enjoyed the traditional platinum party, and I know lots of other people do too, especially the generosity of the beverages. I'll just say.
Yes. Open bar, basically. Yeah, I would. To my knowledge, they stopped it a couple months ago. But I mean, I guess we'll see if they still have it on the Miracle. But I heard it went to brunch and bubbles is what they call it, or something like that. And it's not really. It's literally just some pigs in a blanket at 10 a.m. and then a thing of champagne. A glass of champagne. You don't get a bottle. So.
It's changed a lot, that's for sure. I remember times coming back from a shore excursion and they go, hey, it's the platinum and diamond party. So we were platinum and we run in there and they go, we're closing in 5 minutes. So you want a drink? We're like, sure. And they run over with a whole tray, like 8 drinks on it, set it down in front of us, go, there, you can have them all. Okay.
Yeah, no receipt, no nothing. You don't have to sign nothing. They're just like, here, take them. You're like,
Nothing.
Are you sure? Thanks. Well, you definitely go and do your research on that, Scott, and let us know. Let us know.
I want to know. Yeah.
Yeah, we want to know if it has changed and if it has changed for the better or not.
I definitely will, because that was one of my favorite parties, but I didn't want to say that because I know that it's either changing or it's not available anymore. But and I know half of the population can't get into the party, so I didn't want to say that party, but that really was my favorite party on the ship. Carnival, bring it back, Carnival.
Yeah, one more thing I want to bring up on these parties too, y'all. Everybody listening to us is hearing us talking about dressing up for the 80s, dressing up for the 70s, and Mardi Gras and stuff. You got to bring your costumes with you. There's no place on the ship where you can go, hey, I want to buy this Mardi Gras stuff, or I want to buy these 70s things. They just don't have it on the ship. We were on Virgin Voyages, and they had the Scarlet Party. We thought, well, surely I can at least go get a red T-shirt. I got there. They were sold out of red T-shirts because they just said, well, we only had a few anyway. And so I ended up getting a black T-shirt, with red writing on it, but it wasn't what I wanted. they just don't have the stuff there. So make sure you take it with you.
Yep.
That's a great tip. That's a great tip, Chet. That's true. And I know when I was, just on the Carnival Firenze, they have the silent disco, and they held it out on the Lido deck. Yeah, so you gotta put your headphones on and turn on your channel. I love that one too. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I love them. But anyway, you do need to go early and get in line and get your headphones, because if it's a really full ship and a very popular thing, they will fill up and run out of things for headphones for a bit.
Headphones,
so
yep.
you want to get out there and participate. And I'm telling you, if you have never been to that kind of party and don't know what everybody's talking about, like, you have to have the headphones to get the full experience. So
Yep.
whatever party you're going to, and if they're going to give something out, you want to make sure you're there nice and early, so you can get it and enjoy
and participate and be part.
Yeah, deck parties are so different across lines too. That's another good point to bring up, Alisa. On Carnival, we've been up on the deck parties like a sailaway party, and you couldn't get from the port side to the starboard side of Lido Deck unless you got in a conga line.
Right.
And rowed across and got your way finally to the other side 5 minutes later, and then you could get out. And on Princess, it ain't like that at all. There's just as many people out there, but they're not all up jumping around conga lines and doing whatever dance they're doing. Half the people are sitting down and watching what's going on, so you can still move around. Very much fun on both of them, but they're very different kind of fun.
Yes.
Very true. Fun. That's true. And on Royal, where they do the parties on the Royal Promenade, and they do the big balloon drop, you can't move until you can't move. Those balloons, between the people and the balloons, you got to make your way. You got to wait for the music to go down and the lights to come back up before you can go anywhere.
Is Royal still doing the balloon drop now? Do you know?
As far as I know, they are, but things are changing so much.
Princess quit doing them. They said that because of I don't know, they don't want balloons getting out in the ocean or whatever. But they quit doing the balloon drop on Princess. So unless they've restarted again since last I heard.
Yeah, I mean, I think the way they're doing them, they drop so low, they're not near an open deck to head out. So hopefully.
Yeah, well, Princess dropped them right inside the atrium. So I thought, how are balloons getting out to the fish?
People, don't take the balloons out on the deck, okay? Leave them inside.
There you go.
Well, anything else you guys want to give our listeners tips on regarding these absolutely amazing, fun, wonderful parties aboard the cruise ship before we head out?
Go out and participate in them. That's my tip. Go out there and be part of the parties, people.
Yes,
absolutely. Go out there, be a part of it. Don't worry about being embarrassed. Somebody's doing something dumber than you are. Nobody cares. So just go out there and have fun. That is what cruising is all about.
Absolutely. Enjoy.
And hop on the conga line. I'm going to get a burger. Come on, Chet, let's go.
That's the only way we're going to get there, Scott. We got to get in the conga line.
Well, whatever cruise you're heading out on and whatever party you are going to have the opportunity to participate in, we hope you have a great time and can use some of these tips and pack before you go. We hope that we helped you out. So now you know before you go on those deck parties.
Those deck parties. That's right.
We'll see you next time. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
That's right. Don't forget to check us out on Spotify.
8:30 on Mondays.
That's right. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.